Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Gary here. What did I call it the last time? The Butcher Boy Chronicles. That's pretty funny, but I'm not gonna call it that. This is gonna be a quick one today. Because I was thinking about this while I was walking this morning. I know I've discussed that before. Where when I'm walking in the morning, I do a lot of thinking. I mean, a lot of thinking about all kinds of shit. But I was thinking about this this morning when I was walking, and I want to put it out there. What the hell is this stool at? I'm climbing up on my soapbox. I gotta get on my soapbox every time I talk because that's what you do. You get on your soapbox to rant. So, I think everyone in America, or in the world, if you're watching this from abroad, make a sign, maybe, the size of a piece of paper, an envelope or whatever, and put it on any exit door you have in your apartment, house, condominium, trailer, anywhere, a tent, anywhere you are overnight where you sleep, where you lay your head down. And before you exit the house, you see this sign, or put it on the visor in your car. But the sign says, "Don't be a dick today." Don't be a dick today. Or just say, "Don't be a dick." And remind yourself of that. So where I'm going with that is there's a word in the English language. There's actually two words in the English language that go a long way when you're at a service counter anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world where you're at a service counter, or I like to call it retail, which basically is the same thing. Anytime you're at a service counter, that's retail. Whether it be the airport ticket person, whether it be the post office, whether it be the service department at a grocery store, where someone's doing a service for you, providing a service for you and handing you something that you wanted at that service counter, whether it be a front office person at a grocery store, that be the front office manager, where they take care of all of the bullshit on a daily basis, helping people complaining. That's a tough job. Whether it be at a Macy's, whether it be at a Home Depot, anywhere, a Kinko's, anywhere where you're going to get a service done. I think I could go on forever about every service out there, but any place you go where there's a service individual, whether it be on the phone or in face-to-face. Restaurants, especially restaurants, and I mentioned this in that movie, in that video Prime Rib. Restaurants and bars. Oh, that's the most important place to say these two words in English language. Please and thank you. I'll say it again. Please and thank you. Those are the two most important words you could use when you're doing a retail operation or a service industry. I guarantee you, you being a human being to another human being who has to deal with that bullshit for 8 hours. Oh my God. These are the things I'm thankful for being retired. I don't have to fucking deal with that crap anymore. And I'm in a great mood today. Actually, I've been in a great mood for the past 4 months because I've been retired. But I wanted to get this out there today. Please and thank you, and don't be a dick. Goes a long way. So this is how I operate. I'm going to take a side note. This is how I operate. Like, for instance, I had my hot water heater replaced yesterday. It's like $800 later after labor. But hey, that's what savings are for, right? That's what that nest egg is for. And when I was on the phone with the plumber's company yesterday morning, when I found out I didn't have any hot water because my hot water heater was shot, the lady on the phone sounded stressed out on the phone. I mean, when she picked it up, she goes, blah, blah, blah. She had a whining tone to her voice, and it was like midday. And I could tell you she's already been on the phone with a bunch of ass wipes, giving her shit in the phone about this, that, and this, and this. All the woman, or a guy for that matter, whoever it be, to answer phones for the company, they get complaints. And then once she said the name of the company, how can I help you today? And before I gave her my complaint, I said, how's your day going so far? Hey, how's your day going so far? Because they always introduce themselves. Her name was Stephanie. She goes, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to name the company. Blah, blah, blah. Stephanie, how can I help you? I said, good morning, Stephanie. Or good afternoon, Stephanie. How's your day going so far, honey? That's what I said. How's your day going so far, honey? I call everybody honey. That's just how I talk. And I could hear a pause on her end. As if she said, hey, this man's human. He actually wants to know how my day's going. And she replied by saying, you know, I've had better days, but thank you, Gary. I appreciate it. I appreciate you asking me, how can I help you today? And I could tell immediately in the tone of her voice that she was more relaxed. And I'm a pretty positive person, man. I'm super spiritual. I got stone crystals all over my house. I meditate a lot. If you walk around with a spiritual, heartfelt, good mood every day you get out of bed and say, today's going to be a great day. Every morning I get out of bed, today's going to be a good day. Today's going to be a good day. I say that to myself. I call them positive affirmations. I say to myself, today's going to be a good day. People are going to treat me nice today. You have those affirmations. You put those out there to the universe. I know I'm getting deep. I'm sidestepping. You put that shit out to the universe. Guess what? Your day is going to be good. Don't be a dick today. Please and thank you. So I could hear right away. But talking to Stephanie, she was super relaxed that I came out and said that. And I said, well, hey, Stephanie, so what happened is this morning I went to take a shower and it was cold water. And she goes, oh, well, what, you know, how old's your hot water heater? I said, well, it's the original. This house is 20 years old. And she goes, well, let me send a technician out there. What would be a good time for you, Gary? I said, well, I'm retired. I have nothing going on today. She goes, I'll send someone out. So she sent someone out. And when the tech got there, you could see he was busy. He was covered in dirt and garbage and grease. And I could tell the tech was all stressed out. And he had had a long day doing whatever he was doing. And I said to him, I bet you got stories. That's the first thing I said to him. His name was Nathan. I said, hey, Nathan, how you doing? He goes, oh, you know, I've had a long day. I guess I'm going to look at your hot water heater. We can't do it today, but let me take a look. And after I said to him, I said, how's your day going, bro? And he goes, you know, funny you ask, but it's one of those days. I said, well, do you drink alcohol? He goes, as a matter of fact, I do. I said, nothing beer can't take care of at the end of the day. Now, I don't drink anymore, but when I drank, nothing like a cold beer after work. Nothing like it takes the edge off, you know. That and a blowjob, but I wasn't going to give him one of those. That's a joke. So he came in and he goes, yeah, he's looking at my hot water heater. He goes, yeah, this sucker's shot. So he turned the hot water. He went to the box, turned the power off in the box, the electrical box. He did all that stuff. You know, he goes, I can come out tomorrow with another guy with a new hot water heater. We'll put it in for you then. Can you handle it? I said, yeah, I'll take a cold shower tonight. No worries. I've taken cold showers before, especially after a lousy date. Excuse me. So that's just sidestepping that. You know, I had a hot water heater. Treat the tech nice, and then treat the lady on the phone nice. And guess what? What's that saying your mother used to say? What's that saying? Here, collectively, what's that saying? You get more flies with honey. Don't be a dick. If I had a nickel for every time a customer came up to my counter when I was working that was a dick, I'd say most of my customers were nice. And I was in 13 stores. Most of my customers were nice. But maybe 20% of the time, I'm making 100%, maybe 20% of the time, I had dickheads at the counter. Most people said thank you. Most people didn't say, may I please have that steak? May I have that? I would say, what can I get for you today? Hi, what can I get for you today? And I always treated them with the same, hey, what can I do for you today? How are you? And all the service clerks I work with were the same. They give a smile. That was our job. We had to do it, you know. We had to get used to it. If we didn't like it, they're gonna kick us out the store. You're out of here. You had to be friendly. So we were friendly. Hey, how are you today? The one thing we didn't like hearing, and the guys and the gals out there that are watching this that are in retail, I gotta say, thank you, Gary, for saying that. The one thing we didn't like was when we say, hey, how you doing today? What can I get for you? When they say, gimme. Yeah, gimme. Give me a pound of that ground chuck, and then yeah, give me some of those chicken breasts. Gimme. Gimme. Oh, we hate that word. Gimme. Gimme. Fucking hate that word. And one of my buddies was at the counter one day, and I looked at him. I'm looking at him and I'm shaking my head. Customers out here, and after the guy said, give me, I'm looking at him, and he just lowers his head, and he's shaking his head. And he knows what I'm thinking without saying it. I wanted to grab the guy by the throat and go, punch him in the face, you know? Well, you know, how about a little bit of, may I have that? Hey, may I have 2 chicken breasts, and may I have a pound of ground chuck? Sure, I'd be happy to do that for you, no problem. But when they say gimme, I change my whole attitude. And you'll find that when you go to service departments. Now I was handing him his package and said thank you. He took the package and walked away. Didn't say thank you back. He wasn't going to say thank you back. Because when they say gimme, that's how they talk to their wife. Or that's how their wife talks to their husband. They live in a house. They don't live in a home. See the difference? I know I'm sidestepping, but a happy marriage is in a home. An unhappy marriage or relationship is in a house. There's a difference. And you'll think about the difference after I get off this program. You'll think about it. I would rather live in a home than a house. So the guy comes up and he says, give me a pound of that, and then give me some of those chicken breasts. Give me 2. Give me 2. And he doesn't smile, nothing, just give me. And so then I put my glove on and I give him the pound of ground chuck, put it in the package, weigh it, put it up on the scale. It was like 1.10, just a little bit over a pound. And I say, is that okay? Yeah, take a little off the top. I want it more to like a pound. I mean, Dick Wad Central right now. Take more off of there. I want it to be a pound. He must be going by a recipe, or his wife at home is giving him instructions to get a pound exactly. See what I'm saying? Dickhead. Dick. Don't be a dick. He was a dick. So I take a little bit off, and I take my fingers, I go, wait, is he? And I'm going, now I'm being a dick back, but I'm not rude about it. So I say, whoa, okay, it's less than a quarter pound over. Let me take care of that for you. And now I'm over the top friendly. I'm killing with kindness in a real sarcastic way, because my friends at work knew me. Gary's twisted and he's sarcastic as fuck. So I went home, I took my fingers and went, hold on, let me get a little piece off of that ground chuck. And I went like this, real slow, and I could see from my peripheral vision the guy's looking at me side-eyed like, what the fuck? And I'm thinking, well, a little piece here. Now it's 1.08. Oh, hold on, sir. Let me get a little bit more. Hold on, sir. And he goes, that's fine. No, I said, no. I want to get it exactly a pound, sir. I get exactly a pound. Give me a second. Take me a second. I'm taking that little piece off the top. I'm doing this. Now it's 1.04. And he goes, that's good enough. I said, no, wait, just give me one more shot. One more shot. Let's see if I can get there. Let me see if I can get there. And he's just looking at me kind of funny, like, what the fuck did I do here? And I went, no, here we go. Here's a piece of gristle. Oh, yeah, gristle. And a gristle off of there. Hey, there it is, 1.01. Is that close enough for you? And now he knows I'm getting to him. Now he knows I'm fucking back with him, but I'm being nice about it. And he's been caught. He goes, yeah, that'll do. Just wrap it up. So I wrap it up in the paper and hand it to him. I said, oh yeah, you wanted a couple chicken breasts too, didn't you? He goes, yeah, give me, can I pick them out? Oh yeah, fuck, sure. And that's another thing we hated to do. Fuck me, okay? So you got a pan of chicken breasts in the service case. On a given day, you might have anywhere from 30 to 50 chicken breasts laying in there. And he wants to pick them out. It's like finding a needle in a stack of needles. So I said, yeah, sure. Hey, yeah, sure. Let me put a new glove on, because this glove has ground beef on it, and that's poultry, and I don't want to give you the ground beef on the poultry. Give me a second, sir. Now I'm moving real slow. I'm walking real slow over to the other side of the counter. I grab a couple of cellophane gloves out of the package, out of the box. Put them on my hand real slow. Real slow. And I put 2 of them on just in case it leaks. I said, I'm going to put 2 on, sir, because I want to make sure there's no residue from my, on the other hand, give me a second. I put 2 on there now. I'm really milking him now because he was a dick. He was a fucking dickhead. See where I'm going with this? So then I go in there and said, which 2 would you like? And of course, he picks them closest to the where he is. So I got to reach in there, drag my arm across the chicken. My arm had of course, I had a meat coat on, dragging the meat coat along the top of the chicken. And I said, how about that one? That one there? No, the next one. That one there? No, the next one. That one there? Yeah, that one. I said, okay. And I pulled it out. I said, this one? This one here? This one here? He goes, yeah, that one. I said, okay. Put it up on the scale. I said, now what other one? He goes, oh, anything. Just whatever. Something close to the other one. I grabbed the biggest one I could get my hands on. Because at that point, he was looking at his phone. I said, fuck this guy. So I put the bigger one on there. Wrap it up. I said, anything else for you? He goes, no, that'll be good. I said, hey, thank you. And just took the package and walked away. Didn't say thank you. Didn't say fuck you. Didn't say nothing. See what I'm saying? That is exactly how I handle dickheads. And so, sidestepping, if you go to a store anywhere in America or anywhere in the world, and you treat people the way you want to be treated, the golden rule, and I've referenced that a zillion times on these episodes. Live by the golden rule. What is the golden rule, people? Collectively, do unto others as you would want be done unto you. Get out of bed. Today's going to be a great day. Today's going to be a great day. I woke up this morning I got up. I'm sidestepping again. I know that I do that a lot. I got up this morning at 6:30. I got my coffee going and checked my emails and had a banana because I knew I was going to go for a walk and needed energy, right? So go for my walk for an hour. Today came home and I'm doing this shit, talking to you guys because I was thinking, hey, today's going to be a great day. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. I'd like to get bumper stickers that say, don't be a dick. What do you think about that? That'd be a great idea. Bumper stickers that say, don't be a dick. That'd be great. That'd be fucking hilarious. Anyway, you guys, I've had enough about this. Talking too long now. Talking way too long. I'm going to get off this episode and get out of my day because I got a lot going on, like a lot of little errands to do. But don't be a dick. Be a nice guy today. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Peace out. Take care of yourselves and each other.